Starseed, how's everybody doing? Can I get a clap or a peace sign or a heart or something so I know everybody's with us? So who's behind Starseed? Geno's actually under the weather today, so he won't be here, I don't think. If he is, he's just probably listening. So if you are listening, we hope that you feel better. So did everybody retweet? So I understand, Sherry, that you spoke to Tonya about I guess getting into off into doing like an experimental film or something like that you guys are going to be working on, correct? Let's see here. All right. Yo, Tonya, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going? So before we start, I want to let everyone know we're live. So we are live streaming to Six Social Network, and also I will be recording on another platform to cut up the snippets, which means if you take the mic, you are allowing us to record and live stream and share the content out. Hi, everybody.
All right, so excited for this room, excited for this chat. Sherry, do you want to? You're supposed to be speaking with filmfreako, correct? We're gonna invite you up to speak because I'm a little curious as to what's going on. Like I've been seeing like things floating around about a film or a short that you guys are gonna be working on. Hey, Jeremy. Thanks everybody for tapping in. So I would love a little bit of clarification about what you got going on. And I think this is supposed to run congruently with I think there's like a film summit. Is that right, Sherry?
That's correct. Hey, everybody. Yeah, so, the NFT Filmmaker Squad that Jordan leads is having a summit in LA next month. I think it's October 21st and 22nd, and maybe the 23rd. There might be some things happening. So I thought, we're all going to be out there. Well, hopefully a lot of us will be out there, Film 3 filmmakers, and also I'm hoping some Film 2.5, as I call them, filmmakers, that will be able to join us to make a film together. Because I'm like, why not, right? We have all these great, talented people out there. We're all like getting to meet each other for the first time or second time in real life. And I'm like, why not just do something together and use some of the Web3 tools and community experiences that we've been, really doing along the way here, and really just put them to the test. So we're calling it an experiment, because I'd really like to see how people can come together in the Film 3 world and support each other and leverage each other's skills and create together. So that's what this project is about. And starting with a Web3 experience in submitting the film to Decentralized Pictures. So submitting a script, 6 to 7 pages, to DCP, and DCP has graciously offered to host the competition and also give a $500 prize to the winner. So that is the kickoff. We're really kicking it off today, and just getting people to submit scripts if they're writers or they want to take a stab at writing a 6 to 7 page script. So that will be the first way to get involved, and then I'd like to talk about other ways to get involved tonight too.
Awesome. This sounds really exciting because I think that, Film 3 and Web3, I think it really just all encompasses a bunch of creative people who are really looking to just kind of showcase what they can do. And so you have people who maybe didn't even think that they were writers. That you have Jeremy down there who's a part of Flinch community, and he started writing. And I think he's going to be submitting, or he may have submitted. So I'm just really happy to see people win, and I like to always talk about how this chat started and how this space started, this platform. Tonya and Geno actually met, and Geno is an accomplished musician, and he is an aspiring filmmaker, and they met in, I think, some of these spaces, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Tonya. And this whole,
yeah, we met in NFT music radio when I was because I got into music NFT way a lot before everybody else, and he just popped in and we were talking about different ways to utilize spaces. And then he goes, I always thought it'd be kind of cool to do a film festival. I'm like, oh, yeah, that would be really cool. The virtual film festivals. Social Chats SF is my radio station. So we sponsored Fort Lauderdale Film Festival, which is FLIF, in 2015. And I really had a good experience, was able to meet a lot of the filmmakers, and I was just telling him about some of the filmmakers I knew. And then we just started talking. And I was still part of doing this whole NFT music radio. And then then something had a little change. And I said, I have time now. We can go ahead and start the virtual film festival. And that's how it all started. We just started, working together. And then actually She Crypto was our first guest, our first space that we hosted. There was nobody there, just the two of us talking. And I just recently tweeted this out too. It don't matter how many people are in a space. We can sit here with 3 people and have the connection. And I think that's how the 3 of us connected. And She Crypto became part of the team. And then they came. So Starseed, Geno, myself, and She Crypto, and then Social Chats does the live streaming, and we promote it. And that's how it all came about. Just that one connection.
Yeah, it's amazing because I kind of felt like in the space you're kind of like the first woman to kind of talk to me about what I was doing. And what I really like about Starseed is that what you guys do is you really care about the human experience behind what made people want to be a filmmaker or an artist or anything like that, because it's all about inspiration. Because I think that if you have the inspiration, and that kind of really kind of encompasses what you're going to put out to the world or into the universe. So what Sherry is doing with filmfreako really, to me, embodies what Film 3 is supposed to be about, which is community driven, because I think that this is kind of almost I wouldn't want to say a use case, but you can see who's all going to work together. And I think that we've all kind of gravitated towards one another as creatives and to kind of help one another. So I'm really happy to find out more about what exactly this is going to shape up to be. Sherry, so did you come up with this idea yourself?
Yeah, I was just, I'm always thinking. My mind is always going for, new ideas, but I've been really working in the space since late 2018, and I'm really looking for ways to prove that we as independent filmmakers can monetize our content, and finding ways to do that with Web3. So, thinking about that and thinking about the summit coming up, I'm like, I want to work with the people that I've become friends with in this space. There's so many talented people, and it'd be crazy not to make a film together while we're out in LA together. And why not, learn and more about each other, see the skills that we bring to the table, and see how we can leverage each other's skills in making not only this film, but future films together. So that's, yeah, I came up with the idea, and I reached out to filmfreako, and I apologize. He cannot be here tonight. He's in a production meeting because he's actually shooting right now. He's got a project. But Film Freako and I have become friends because of, the Film 3 space, and we catch up every couple weeks. And I told him about this idea, and he loved it. And he said, let's do it. And he's going to direct. We have also a DP who's part of the Boxed In group, part of the Elena Writers Room that we have together. And also some other people have joined since then. Once I started talking about this, we have plenty of people that are jumping on board and want to help because, how cool is it to make a film together? I mean, that's what we love to do, create, right? And why not do this together? So everybody is jumping in that can be there. And if you can't be there, you can still jump in. One, you can submit, a script to Decentralized Pictures. And I sent the link over to Tonya earlier tonight. If you could
Yeah, I'm gonna
post
pin
it.
it up in a few
Yeah,
minutes.
that
I'm
would be
doing it right now.
great. We're going to have submissions open until October 8th. And I came up with this prompt idea called Never Alone, because when I was walking on the boardwalk and thinking about this, I thought, you know what? Filmmaking has typically been kind of an isolated activity. Like you create things, you come up with, the idea, you may write it, you may, partner with a writer. But it's always like this very small group of people until you get to principal photography, and then maybe you have more people join. But I've always felt pretty much alone. Besides, my wife and I produce together, so I'm not. I do have my wife, so I can't say I'm completely alone. But I do feel that need for more collaboration, and just didn't have that in the past. And Web3 and Film 3 had really allowed those opportunities to happen, because I'm meeting so many people, like-minded individuals that really want to change the model moving forward. So the prompt Never Alone is that I never feel alone anymore. And it's just amazing. So we can think about that in different ways and use that as a prompt. The first time we're going to be doing this will be this October, and the prompt Never Alone will be a horror or fantasy genre. And that's really only because we have limited time and limited money to make this happen. So those, horror is one of the ways that you can really make a film on a very low budget. And so we're going to start with the horror or fantasy genres, and then we'll see, next year, maybe we can do a drama. So that's how it all started. And just looking forward to getting more people involved with this, taking questions tonight. If you'd like to know more or how to be involved, or you want to offer up your skills and participation, that would be great. I see that Lauren is in the room. She is one of our producers. She has joined the project along with her wife, Jill. They were talking in a film squad space earlier today. So thanks for being here, Lauren. Also, Karen is number one, is joining us as a PA and a set PA. And this will be an opportunity for Karen, because she's really never, I don't think, has ever really taken part in making a film. So this is something that I also want to offer up to people that are fans and also now participants in the Film 3 space that want to learn more and want to be involved in projects. This is an offer out to all those people too. And we're looking forward to working with Karen, and hopefully she'll learn some things along the way.
Gotta say, I love Karen. We've bonded. Uh, we do have a romance going on, and I always have a joke that we are going to do a documentary called "Finding Kevin Costner," and everybody who knows us knows why, and it's strictly for her. But yeah, so I'm excited about this. Now, people, if you're in the room and you're soaking up with what Sherry is saying, please let people know if you want to organize, or at least let Sherry speak in one of the spaces that you conduct. Please do so. Slide in her DMs, because this is what this is all about: connecting people. I'm always in people's DMs or adding people, because that's what Film 3 and Web3 is about. It's about accessibility and acceptance. So I'm really curious to know, like, what do you feel like you need? I mean, I know you're early on, you know, me being a filmmaker, you know, it's all about organization and compartmentalizing. So, you know, you have to have everything uber organized, especially if you have tight time and schedule. So is there anything that you feel that you need, Sherry, that you want to put out there?
Well, it's a little hard right now because we don't have our script yet. Submissions are open until October 8th, so I'll certainly know a lot more about what I need when I see what the script is and what locations we're going to need, and you know, actors and so forth. But for now, I'm really reaching out and saying, you know, who can help us on set. So we have a DP. But we might need, we definitely need a first AC. We need grips, gaffer, audio, everything that you would normally have on a film set. We are going to need production design, costume design. So anything that you are skilled at, or maybe you just want to learn to and be part of this, then we'd like for you to fill out the form that's on our Never Alone NFT Twitter space or page, and you can let us know, and you can let me know tonight too if you'd like. So feel free to jump in. Lauren, if you want to say anything, or Karen, or I see Sundogs here. We had I had reached out to him about maybe doing some pre-viz AI work similar to what Julie Pacino was just showing for her project. I want to look at ways that we can involve Web3 technologies and communities into this project. So I'm open to every idea. No bad ideas out there. Feel free to put them out to me, and maybe we can make them happen.
Awesome. So if anyone wants to jump in and chime in, this is really a proactive room. This is about like getting something done. So please speak up. You don't even, you can talk. It's pretty informal today.
I see Jeremy's down there. I don't want to call out anybody because I know sometimes people are just supporting and listening. But Jeremy has submitted a script for the competition. And, you know, I want more people to be out there writing. It's only 6 to 7 pages. It's great just to take a stab at it and see what happens. And I also want people to get out there and vote and rate these different submissions that are coming in. Take part in this.
Yeah, this is an amazing idea, because this is really how you can kind of show what you got. So I'm really stoked for people. It's all about opportunity. Yvette and Lauren, if you guys want to speak, or Karen, please let me know. In the meantime, since this is going to be recorded, I really want people to know more about you, Sherry, and what it is that you've done too, just in case as a refresher.
Oh, well, we all know that I don't really like to talk about myself that much. And we did that interview here in She Crypto, and Tonya and folks gave me and Stuart our production.
Your flowers.
Yes.
But how is 48 blocks before we open up the room? How's everything going there?
Well, 48 blocks, you know, it's chugging along. I need to get back at focusing on it more. I kind of let it go to the wayside a little bit while I'm working on a couple other things. But I do have some ideas that I will share with folks. Probably, you know, around the summit time, some things that I'm working on, really kind of following some of your lead and your idea, She Crypto, for maybe doing some focus groups on some of the, you know, pilot pieces that we've already shot, and to see what people have to say and give us feedback. So I'll be talking about that more, you know, next month. But thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Thank you. Lauren, did you want to say something? You want to speak up?
Yeah, I just wanted to pop off mute real quick. Thanks for hosting this. I'm glad I saw the room and joined. I was just going to say, I've spent quite a bit of time on Decentralized Pictures, where this particular, the Never Alone script contest is hosted. And I think it's a really cool platform with a lot of potential. And I've actually been pretty impressed with how the team has responded to suggestions from users in the community on Discord. Because yeah, I don't know that I think it's perfect yet, the rating system and how algorithmically scores are calculated and whatnot. And but it's been pretty cool to kind of honestly get real-time responses to some of the feedback and some of the notes that that people are bringing. So I would definitely encourage people to just like go on and kind of click around and check things out. I think they're launching a new version that's going to have some updates and upgrades pretty soon here. And I think it's going to be moving forward a place where a lot more people post similar types of contests and rounds and things like that. So yeah, even if you're not going to submit, even if you're not even interested in reviewing the scripts for this particular project, I would definitely recommend folks just go on and see what kind of things people are submitting and what kind of proposals people have put together. There's some really cool stuff on there, a lot of talent, a lot of people, you know, who are obviously skilled, but presenting their work in different ways. And I think even that is a way to learn, is just to check out what people are actually working on. You can read people's scripts, you can look at their pitch decks. And that's not always stuff that people give up freely and easily for others to see. So I think it's a pretty cool platform. And yeah, I just want to encourage folks to hop on there and take a look.
Yeah, thank you, Lauren. And Lauren and Jill have their Under the Influencer film on there. And they are competing for a pretty big award. So if people jump on and not only submit to the Never Alone Award and do reviews, but also take that time out to see what Lauren and Jill are doing with Under the Influencer and vote and review. So that will help them too. And it will really help DCP because, you know, we really need to onboard a lot more people into this space. And we've got to get people using decentralized pictures. And so that can continue and they can continue getting sponsors to give money for these big awards. And the only way to do that is to get more people on the site and using the site. So I want to encourage everybody to get out there and support DCP because it's going to make a big difference for us as indie filmmakers. And we have the power right now to make that difference.
Facts. Well, I'll definitely go and cast my vote because I've been checking out. I did a repost you guys' trailer, and I think that it looked great, Lauren. So appreciate you for tapping in today. Yvette, what's going on? How are you? I see you have your hand up. No.
I'm surprised Yvette's still awake because I was in a clubhouse, her clubhouse, New Hollywood today.
Yeah.
That starts at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and it was still going at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I just want to shout out to Yvette, man. She puts the time in, and I appreciate her being here today. She is going to be supporting Never Alone too in her spare time.
This is awesome. It's coming together. Karen, how are you doing, baby love?
Hello, She Crypto. Sherry, I am still just over the top, and my family and friends are just blown away that I have been given this opportunity. And yeah, I mean, I've been watching, you know, different things throughout and, you know, the last 10 months with Film 3, and to have this opportunity to actually be there and be a part of this is it moves me to tears. It really is an opportunity of a lifetime for someone like myself to have an opportunity to see the behind the scenes, to be involved, to contribute. I mean, I don't know how this could have happened, and you know, the doors that are opening just by being here. And I am so excited to meet Lauren and, you know, Yvette and you know, all of the other, and Jill, and you know, and to meet Film Freako and to give you, Sherry, a hug. You know, it's like, you know, it's just, and everybody else that's going to be there, of course, like Jordan, and you know, just on and on, Charnick, and you know, just to meet all of you, you know, that are really are just have become a daily part of my life, and closer to me than my alive family. And so you guys really are changing lives, not just for the future. And I am just so ecstatic to be a part of it now. But you're changing my life now, and I want to thank you. And please let me know how I can assist, when you want me to jump in, how I can be involved. Just let me know. Just DM me, if there's something I can do before we get there. Um, I love this, and I definitely will go to DCP and do my bit. Because yeah, it's so vital. And Jeremy, congrats on discovering you're a writer and by contributing. I am so excited, just for your journey as well. And how amazing is this? It really is life changing. So thank you.
Well, Karen, I have to say it's well deserved, but I'm really big on intent, and I feel like intentions are really like important. And I feel like when you get a bunch of people together who have good intent and goodwill, then there's really not too much that you can't accomplish. And so I'm just extremely happy for you, because you're all around solid woman. You really are. So kudos to you, and kudos to you, Sherry. Yvette, are you there now, or did you just hit that hands up by accident? But in the meantime, in between time, I am curious about DCP, and about, like, I haven't even gone yet. I've been just so, like, immersed in, like, the space overall in general. But I'm definitely gonna go and check out the space and cast my vote for your film, Lauren. And while we have you here, do you care to share, because I don't think we ever talked to you at all about your film, or I don't even think we talked to you at all on this platform. So would you care to share just a little bit about the film, and how it came to be?
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you. Yeah, not expecting to have to be platformed in this way, so I appreciate it. Yeah, our film really started a couple years ago. It's just like a figment of an idea. It went through a pitch competition here in LA through an organization called We Make Movies last summer. And it was just a treatment at this time last year. It was one of 3 projects chosen for that. It paired us up with an investor who ended up being our primary investor. We basically raised $60,000 to complete principal photography. So the specific award that we're in contention for on DCP is for finishing funds. You have to have at least 50% of your film shot. Our film is a feature-length film. So yeah, we shot in June. The crux of the narrative, it's really, our project is essentially a classic sort of mentor-protege story. But it is about an NFT artist whose work is effectively appropriated by an influential curator. So it deals a lot with the ownership and stewardship of identity and art in an open source culture, which I think speaks very close to the hearts of most people who are operating in sort of Web3 space right now. So yeah, we're looking just to see what we can do in post-production. I'm really passionate about using and infusing post-production with a lot of new technology, because I'm actually editing our film, and I'm a creative person, but I also have a master's in data science. So it's really important to me that our film reflect accurately the community that is represented within it, and that people from those communities actually engage with it. So we have a pickup day, a pickup shoot scheduled or slated that's upcoming, that's going to be at an actual NFT art gallery, and some other cool stuff like that we're just doing to basically enhance what we've already shot, which I'm obviously biased, but I think is pretty pretty solid.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing. And so to tie this back in with Sherry and what she's doing with Never Alone, will you guys be involved in the process at all with Never Alone?
Yeah, 100%. So my wife, Jill, and I, we both are producers of our film Under the Influencer, and we connected with Sherry several months ago, actually, just through, Twitter Spaces and this community. And we have a lot in common with Sherry, and we've developed a really cool friendship. And because we are based in LA, we do have contacts who are actors. We almost always can cast our projects just based on people that we're already friends with, just because that's how many people we know. We have some potential crew resources and things like that. So we're kind of seeing what will shake out in terms of people from this community wanting to be involved, because I think we should prioritize folks who are already active and engaged with this community. If people want to participate, or if they're a gaffer or have a specific skill set, I think that, we should include everyone who has been showing up and already is a part of all of this first. And then sort of see what script gets chosen and see what other resources we need, and what else we might be able to contribute in terms of labor, different roles, access maybe to locations, potentially, gear and whatnot. So we're helping produce right now. Yeah, we're a little bit on standby, just hanging out and seeing how things unfold with the script selection.
Oh, awesome. I wonder what kind of gear you guys will use. What kind of glass. That excites me. Well, if anyone has any questions for Sherry about this process, that would be amazing. I did bring some people up. Feel free to jump in. Before you go, I do have to ask the question for Geno, since he's man down today. He always asks about VR, doesn't he, Tonya? And about virtual reality. And so my tribute to him, since he's not well, if you could, Sherry, this Never Alone short, whatever it may be, would you consider it to be in VR? Just saying.
Absolutely. And, Lauren's here with her, AI background. And, we would love to incorporate AI VR. But you guys know, it comes down to money. And we really don't have any.
I mean, couldn't you shoot it in 360 when it be able to convert into VR?
Sure, as long as somebody's going to donate the studio to us, that would be great.
I had to ask, because every single time, it doesn't matter who comes in here, that's his jam, yo. Like, is it gonna be in VR? Where's the Oculus? Break them out, right, Tonya?
That's so true.
But wherever
He
you
asked
are,
me
my
that
guy.
Stort and I that question, and Stort was like, "Huh?"
Wherever you are, my guy, I hope you feel better. So,
But I'm gonna ask you something. Like I shot in VR, and my camera was called. I have to look it up. It was only $300. It was connected to my iPhone. And it came out really, really good. I mean, like I shot like different. And when I was doing this, it was the mannequin challenge was the thing. So every party I went to, I would make everyone do a mannequin challenge, and I would shoot it, and then I would upload it to YouTube. And because YouTube, when you upload anything in a 360, you can click a button and it makes it all into a VR. And then when you put it on your glasses, it's a very simple process. You don't really need, if you want very intricate, yes, but I think it's something very simple just to show it, and maybe just to shoot certain pieces of it as just a promo maybe. But I just think that would be so cool. It's really get a camera that shoots 360, and I think it's a lot of some iPhones or some phones do provide that. I'm just thinking.
Well, I think if the story calls for it, we're going to try to do it. So we will be led by the script and Film Freako, our director. So I think the possibilities are endless. It's just a matter of, do we have a studio? Do we have the camera? Do we have the money? Do we have the time? So it's it's all those pieces that the producer has to think about. But I'm certainly open to it and would love to see it happen. Also want to let everybody know that I want to do behind the scenes filming, and I want to give people, access to how we work together and how, we're making this film. I think that's a key piece of Web3 Film 3 too, is sharing our knowledge and giving people behind the scenes look at how films are made by indie filmmakers. Oh, and Yvette is back.
Yvette.
Hey,
Hi.
hey there, hey there. Thank you so much, everyone. Great, great conversation. Just as I was about to speak, I got a phone call that I had to pick up. So sorry about that. But yeah, no, look, I mean, first of all, just to be making content is always so exciting, and to be doing it on our terms, obviously, is absolutely fabulous. As Sherry knows, I recently completed a proof of concept short for a universe. It's basically, absolutely a big universe, and starting to, to make the rounds with that, both in old Hollywood as well as, in Web3. Actually, there's a whole ecosystem of Web3. Well, actually, multi-platform ecosystem, and within the Web3 areas, of that, there's an ecosystem there, and that's definitely the way, the way that I build, and certainly what I speak to all the time. And earlier, Sherry, one of the things that you said in Jordan's room was that this particular production, that you were thinking about it in terms of how it fits in, into a Web3, whether that's ultimately a model, whether it's distribution, whether there's an ecosystem that's going to be built around it. Regardless, I'm not sure, but I love that, that you're positioning it that way, because I think it's critical, actually. And hey, it's wonderful, of course, to be collaborating, everyone coming together to produce a piece of content, and no doubt that it's going to be amazing, but also, part of the larger opportunities are leaning into all of that. So I don't know if you could speak to that a little bit more, Sherry, because I know you didn't get a chance to speak to it earlier. I had to run also, to go to my new Hollywood show, but I'm just curious if you could speak to that a little bit. And I had another question after that, but yeah, if you wouldn't mind, Sherry, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, sure. And I noticed Film Freako has joined us. Yay! Film Freako, as I said, who's our director and also producing with me on this project. So welcome.
Hello, you guys. How are you? Sorry I couldn't be here earlier. I got an important meeting, but finished now, and so happy to be able to jump in. What's up? How are you going? How is the space going? Who's gonna make a movie with us?
Hey, Film Freako, what's up, Yavi? What's going on, man?
All good, all good. Doing a million things, but very, very happy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. This is amazing. So, Sherry, Yvette had a question.
Yeah. Can you refresh my memory, Yvette, on the question? I think it was, what Film 3 or Web3 components are we going to be utilizing for the project?
Yes. That
Okay.
was the question. Yes, sure.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for the question. So starting with the DCP script contest, I really feel that is part of our Web3 future, being able to submit and then have voting happen amongst the community and the fans is the first step. And then the biggest part for me that we're seeing so far is just the collaboration and being able to utilize and leverage skills across the Film 3 world and space. So I don't know if you consider that Web3, but I think community is Web3. That's what it's all about for filmmakers, especially. And monetizing content will be having a great community that amplifies what you're doing. So that's the next piece. Also, Film Freako and I are working on putting together an NFT. And we don't have a lot to announce on that yet, but we will be incorporating that, as a more of a producer type token, where people will get that NFT for being involved in the project, but also we would be able to maybe sell a different level of that NFT for sponsors. but the people that will be involved in making the film will mint for free. So I don't know, Film Freako, if we want to say any more about that yet. But and then we will be submitting to film festivals, and we will be showing behind the scenes and the making of the film on Beam. And then I think we will probably premiere on Bingeable. All this is kind of up in the air. Again, it depends on script and when we're able to finish the film.
That's fantastic, Sherry. Thank you so much. I mean, again, I think it's excellent, and for just for the positioning, so this is produced with a Web3 mindset, and then this is literally all the opportunities that are available also when you're producing with in Web3. So I think that's amazing, and thank you for that. And then I just had a follow-up question going back to the script competition. I came in when Lauren was speaking about a particular platform. So is that the platform where where writers are submitting scripts for this competition? And so sorry, I wasn't here at the beginning of the room, so you may have already spoken about this.
No, that's fine. It's Decentralized Pictures, so DCP. They have a platform for voting on. Usually, it's not so much, I shouldn't say usually, they have all kinds of competitions where they give awards and funding to either make shorts or finish a feature. And Film Freako actually was one of the winners of an award just recently. So Film Freako, if you want to speak more about DCP and about our partnership with them, that would be great.
Yeah, if you could please retweet the room just in case we can get a couple extra Film 3 people in here so they can hear what you guys are putting down, because this is important. Film Freako?
Yes. I mean, DCP was one of the very, very first platforms or partners to come up with us. And I saw like it was the perfect opportunity to take advantage of their platform, which is amazing. And it is essentially a platform that allows to democratize, if that's what say, sorry for my English, the funding of films, the creation process, if you will. And in this case, I wanted, with Sherry, we wanted to democratize the option to collaborate with people on the community. Not only like we're doing right now, like making an open call to get the crew and see who want to participate, who want to be involved in the filmmaking process, on principal photography, etc., but also on the creation of the idea itself, and being able to have the community decide on which story is going to be shot, with, of course, the rules or prompts that we agreed on for the competition, if you will. And we already have 3 amazing submissions. I have read them all. I love them. I see Jeremy is down here. He submitted an amazing, some classic horror style short, very, very powerful, that I know can work perfectly under the conditions that we have. And essentially all the others, we have also Pondwit, who submitted a very interesting script as well, and a new one that arrived just yesterday, that is very, very well told as well. So we have amazing options, and I'm sure we're gonna get a lot more, because I know of some people that are going to submit. And yes, I want to encourage everyone to submit. There's an award of $500 that DCP so generously donated to the cause, if you will, and in the partnership with us. So the person who wins the competition will get those $500 as an award, and will get a split of 5% I don't know, possible revenue, profits, whatever that we get from this film as an NFT. We're still working on that, but yes, it's the idea is to democratize this process and have the scriptwriter be involved uh, throughout the whole experience. And what better place to do it than Decentralized Pictures, which, as I told you, is an amazing platform. I suggest you all go there and give us your best and try to write some cool stories. Maybe you win, and who knows, this could be the beginning of something very, very big.
Thank you, Film Freako, and congratulations. Jeremy, you've been waiting to talk. And congratulations on submitting your script, friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm writing a short comedy with two of my closest friends in the film 3 space. So my question was, is there a limit to the number of rounds somebody can submit to?
I think there's not. No, I think you can go ahead and submit 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever amount you can. I think we're open for that, right, Sherry? Of course.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Please, yes, submit. If you have great stories, we want them submitted.
And what's the actual time? I know you don't have a script yet, but like, is this supposed to take place during the summit, or what's the time limit on all this, the production?
So we'll be doing principal photography 2 days, the 2 days that follow the summit. So that would be the Monday and Tuesday. I got to get my calendar up here. Immediately following the summit, we'll probably be doing some, well, not even probably, on that Sunday, we'll be doing some location scouting and rehearsals and just getting the team together. If whoever doesn't have a hangover after the Saturday night party, we will have with us on Sunday.
Good enough. And Nick, I see you wanted to speak.
Oh no, there's no reason for me to contribute right now. I'm just listening. I've always wanted to be a filmmaker. I'm very big into filmography, and I always pay attention to stuff when I see films. But I can't contribute anything right now. I'm just enjoying it.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, my
Guys,
friend Tonya, it's great to see you.
Something that I forgot to mention, that as part of the process in DCP, and since all of these that we're doing with Sherry is also in partnership with Boxing, which is my collective production company, whatever you want to call it. It's in partnership with that, and we have that writer's room. We are offering as well for the top scripts, I think 5 top scripts finalists, a key for that writer's room and an NFT. So that's another thing on top of that I don't know, it's pretty cool to me, because we're doing some pretty cool stuff that is happening and it's real, and yeah, more films being shot.
Wow, this sounds amazing. It's really inspiring, and I really like the inclusivity, and really looking forward to see what happens with this particular project and moving forward. I think with art, there's a serendipitous thing that happens, especially like when it's meant to be. I feel like sometimes when you're trying to make a film or you're making a film, sometimes things don't work out, so things can fall into place. The right things can fall into place. So it's an exciting process. So Sherry, we're winding down the room. If anybody wants to speak, please do. If you want to request. But I'm interested, Nick. Nick, did you have a oops with that hand up, or do you really want to speak?
Well, I actually have a question. So
We can barely hear you. I can barely hear you. It's kind of like staticky, and
I apologize. Are you able to hear me like better now?
not a little bit.
It's because I'm using a headset, and I apologize. What about now?
Not so much, but please.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. So the only thing I wanted to ask was, so we all understand that 9/11 was a big like scar on the United States and who we are. And I was wondering if there's ever a market for people to have the personal feeling of what it consists of military members that joined after 9/11 for 20 years from then on. And I've taken a lot of notes for my own personal life, and I've actually considered putting them into a script. Of course, you have to embellish a little bit, but I was curious what that would look like to a lot of people, if they would like it, or if it's just a non-issue, if it shouldn't be seen or whatever.
I think they would love it. I think because we're this country in general, we in America, I think just to hear firsthand a story, there's not enough story about that. Not too many veterans share that what they went through or different things that they're happening. I know a lot of people are always looking for it. One of them is my husband, so he loves watching movies about that.
And that's why I asked, is because there is an emotional journey that I took over the last 20 years. Um, and I just didn't know if there was a market for it, if anybody was interested to understand and, you know, empathize with that type of spirit.
I think there is. I feel there is.
Yeah, for sure there is, and I think that's the beauty of this space is that, there's everybody has like their time. I think what is for you is for you, and every experience is different for each person, but, you are where you are for a reason. So I think that, everybody has a story and everybody's story matters. So thank you for your service, sir. From what I can make out, seems like it's definitely, it definitely is like an emotional, effect that it has. Like I know I have service people in my family, and when they come back, it's never quite the same. So definitely, as we wind down this room, Sherry, because this is about you and Film Freako and what you guys are accomplishing with this film, is there anything that you want to leave this space, pontificating about?
Well, I just want to encourage everybody to take part in this in any way that works for them, because this is about community. And, it's an experiment, as Film Freako and I are saying. This is the opportunity to try out some new ideas in Web3, to learn and to share with each other our knowledge and skills to create something spectacular. I also want to say that, you will be getting IMDb credit if you are on this film, which is important for people just starting out. It's nice to have that credit. It's also great to have that experience of working on a set with people that are professionals and have the experience of making films. So please don't hesitate to join in. Sign up on the site. There's a form that we put out there today for you to be able to sign up. If you have any locations, we'll know more again after the script has been decided on, but we'll need locations, we will need equipment, we will need all kinds of help and support. Or if you know anybody that wants to help sponsor us and help pay for some snacks and some water and some Ubers, that would be great too. So anything you can do, amplify this project. Let's get the eyes on it. The people that are looking at, can these people really make a difference with Web3 and Film 3? This is a project to spotlight what we're capable of doing and how we're capable of changing Hollywood. Thank you, everybody.
And the form is pinned on the nest. It's the second pin.
Very well said, Sherry. And with that being said, please retweet. If you have questions, DM people. Sometimes people don't feel comfortable asking things in this room, or they don't want to speak up, so that's fine. But DM people, DM Sherry from Freako, Karen, myself. Someone's always there to kind of like, help you figure it out, because this is like a learning space. Kind of feel like the blockchain Web3 is like a kind of like this big like I don't know, it seems like a study, like, it's like we're the early adapters. So like it's a big old experiment. And so I feel like nobody knows it all. So we're all just kind of figuring it out together. So with that said, I wish the best for everyone in this space. I feel like we are truly making a difference. I feel like I want to thank everybody for, giving time, because really, time is something that we all do not have. No one has enough time. And I appreciate when people spend time in these rooms. urge people to spend time in places and spaces in real life and in the metaverse where you feel loved and appreciated and that people want to see you win, because that's really what this is about. This is about people coming together, you know, in coming off such a divisive time, to want to see each other win, to want to see each other succeed, whether it's making film, whether it's music, whether it's, you know, science or blockchain. We all are making a difference in our own way, and hopefully trying to heal at the same time, because we are coming off of a rough time. So appreciate your time, Geno, wherever you are. This is Starseed Film Festival, and it was definitely made by Geno and Tonya, and it's definitely, to me, one of the better spaces if you're just entering the space, because they really care about why you do what you do, or, you know, we all
you're
have
part
a
of the
story.
space too, She Crypto. There's
Yeah,
the three of us. It's like
I know, but I like to give your flowers, because you guys came up with this thing, you know, and like I came in on it, but I appreciate the intent behind it. That's why I always say that, because I feel like that's the whole mantra of this space. Like, Geno wants to be a filmmaker and he has access now. Does that make sense, Tonya? So it's like, for me, I feel like that's what everything encompasses. It's like people coming together to like help each other's dreams come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when I first got interviewed by you guys really cared about why I was a filmmaker, why I made music, and what, you know, really was the catalyst behind that. And so I appreciate that, and I appreciate this space and everyone in it. Karen, congratulations. You're going to be a production assistant, I believe, and one more step closer to Kevin Costner and the Dream Girlfriend. Sherry, you know, the love is here. filmfreako, you're an amazing guy. Tonya, you're an amazing, amazing woman. Yvette, thank you so much for tapping in. Jeremy, congratulations. I think you might have something in the bag. Lauren, thanks for tapping in. And I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Is that Tirana or something? I know I just butchered it.
Perfect. You got it. Perfect.
Okay.
Spot
Thank
on.
you. Thank you. Thanks for tapping in. Nick, thank you so much for tapping in. Enjoy that supper or whatever you got going on. And Sundog, thank you very much. And Jill, thank you very, very much. Thanks everybody for tapping in. The love is here. Tonya, did you have something that you wanted to say, or did she rug? Tonya rugged. Well, guys, thank you so much. And Mr. C, thanks for tapping in. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Sherry, I will be, we got ourselves let's see, Tonya.
I just want to say, everybody here, be a Karen. Get involved.
Yes.
Get involved, support, show up,
yes,
start
Karen is the mayor.
amplifying. And you know what? Before you know it, you're making films.
There you go. Tonya, did you have any last words?
No, nothing. Like I said, I'm so glad that we brought everyone together, and I'm looking forward to watching and just to see where it heads to. And again, the sky's the limit. We're here first, and just building the community is the key, and uplift everybody, you know. And I want you to enter She Crypto, and you too, Geno.
Yeah, Geno, wherever you are, hope you feel better. And definitely, I did have something but it's like 2 pages. It was kind of funny. It was kind of about COVID and the mask thing, which I thought was kind of funny. But I'll think about it. But oh, we got Steven, what happened? We're almost out of here. Did you have something that you wanted to say? Give a heart. Otherwise, a clap. Is that you're out of here too, or you want to?
Steven is a big supporter with
Yes,
Bingeable on this project, so I'm so happy he was able to show up for a second. And if he has something to say, I'd love to hear it.
Yes, that's what we're inviting him now, Sherry. Steven.
Hey guys, I am so sorry. I have been on calls, and I guarantee you my phone is going to ring again here in a second. So I am so sorry that I missed all of this.
No worries.
I wanted to say I love you guys. I'm so excited about everything that you're doing, and the Never Alone project is something that I'm super excited about. In fact, I was just talking with Leo from DCP about it, literally, and he got another call, so I jumped in here. So we're stoked about it. As I said earlier today with Lauren and Sherry, you know, this is, and Yvette, hey Yvette, how you doing? This is Film 3. This is the squad. This is what we're supposed to be doing, collaborating, telling stories, supporting each other. The next wave of this, though, is not us. It's people outside of these walls, outside of this world. The only way we spark a revolution is if we're not, just simply talking to ourselves, but we are shining this light to the world, and this group can do it. This family can absolutely do it. I'm just super proud of being a part of it. I am so impressed with everybody. Luis, Sherry, I love I love the dream of this little project, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. And I'll be there. I'll be there with bells on and carrying cords and bringing everybody snacks. Just let me know what you need me to do. I'm there.
That's what I'm talking.
Let's fucking go. Thank you,
Yeah.
Stephen. You're a legend.
Don't forget about the Doritos and the Kit Kats on deck.
She crypto. How did you know? I am literally sitting here with a bag of Doritos in front of me right now. I'm not even lying.
Do you see how it happens? It's my purity and my chocolate chip muffinness. It just shines through all the time. I'm telling you, that's how I get down.
I love it.
And I got the Kit Kats.
Yes. Let's fucking go.
Right.
I am in no way proud of the fact that I have Doritos in front of me, but I do indeed have Doritos.
Treat yourself, guys. It's been amazing. Tonya, did you want to sign us off? Otherwise, just peace and love, guys. And
thank you, everyone. Bye, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye,
Thanks for being here.
Ciao. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tonya.